So this is what follows right after the mission at Harvglen.
Enter.
Light's blessing to you, General. I am Inquisitor Valroth. The High Inquisitor has sent me to aid you in assembling your vanguard.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Your insight would be most appreciated.
Excellent. Let us begin. Firstly, you must move out to the staging area where the men have been assembled. To navigate your way around the monastery, use your arrow keys. This way, if you please, General. You will encounter all sorts of persons here in the monastery. To interact with them, simply approach them and press the down arrow key. You can also interact with certain objects, such as doors.
Okay. Let me talk with this fella, with a soldier. Hey. Can I? Oh, I guess I can't. Never mind. Okay. Let me go ahead and go over to him. Or see if I can open... Oh, okay. I can see that through the textures that it's locked. It leads outside.
The staging area is just ahead. While here in the monastery, you will have the ability to modify your army composition. To do so, simply approach the unit selection pedestal and press the down arrow key.
I want to hide the cursor, but I can't. Damn it. This is the best I can do. Okay. Ooh, this seems... haven't encountered this unit yet, so... Looks like a Houndmaster or something. Haven't encountered archers either. In the back seems to be something like a Praetorian. Yeah, I have played World of Warcraft and played against the Scarlet Crusade, so... These... Oh, these seem to be the mounted and dismounted cavalier versions. And here is... Peasant. The blacksmith, I guess. This is the pedestal? Oh, okay.
In-game has multiple variants from which to choose. Simply press the up arrow key to cycle between them, and the down arrow
Cycle.
to select the variant you desire.
Raider. Has pillage. Deal siege damage. Weapon upgrades have double impact. Reduces gold and food cost and training time. This is probably the most broken of them all. Although this one is kind of a... I'll have to remember if siege damage is any good against normal units. And upgrades haven't been... I haven't encountered many upgrades so far, so I think I might take the raid there. Conscript seems very good as well, but... If I'll be playing another mission where I cannot train any units, I think I'll take this variant. How do I...
You may re-choose after any mission.
Ah.
In addition to army composition, you can also change your abilities. If you would follow me to the chapel.
Oh, change abilities, huh? That'll have to wait. Want to look at Watchman. So... Huntsman. Has a hound. Light capable melee unit available of seeing invisible. That's not better than Ensnare in my opinion. Slight attack speed boost and get ensnared, that's good. allows to mount at stables, increasing combat capabilities. So I guess big increase in health and damage. You know, the huntsman variant seems pretty good. Like for 2 food, you get an extra hound, but the stats are the same. But I still think I favor Watchman. So, all right. Right. So, which way is it to the chapel again? I forgot that. Is it to the left or to the right? I do not see him anywhere. I guess he went to the left because he stood by the door. Okay, move up. Yeah, I'm having difficulties navigating through here, but... Oh. No. Don't want next mission, I want the chapel, so the chapel was to the right, I guess. Oh, let's take a walk along here. Oh, I can see through the... Oh dear. Oh, this isn't the, Okay, never mind. Where is the chapel? Might be... Oh, there he is. I'm sorry, I didn't see him going behind me. Anyway.
Here at the altar, you can decide your ability specialization. Every level, you will gain a talent point, which you can use to unlock any of the abilities or passive bonuses here. The more talent points you spend in a particular specialization, the more powerful of abilities you will unlock.
Oh, tier 1. Increases base damage. It gives 25%... Oh, judgment, wait. Increases movement speed. Stuns for 2 seconds. No, thanks. Although the armor aura, the devotion aura, seems pretty nice. Increases base health. I am not worried about her health, so... I like Judgment of the Light. Not so much Fun of a Redemption. Holy Restoration. Retribution Aura, okay. Significantly reduces mana cost while increasing cooldown. That could be potentially good, although I do not want to take the stun. But the armor aura is nice. Replaces self-heal with a target heal, but can no longer be self-cast. In what cases is that good? I guess in the type of missions like was the previous one, where you cannot train units and enemy rather targets your units than Abbendis. Perhaps. Increases regenerate. That's good. I like the right tree the most. Right, Crusader Strike. 300 initial damage, slowing movement. Okay. Divine Shield. Revives a nearby allied unit. This is only good against enemies without a Necromancer. Increases effectiveness of Abbendis' aura. Remaining talent points 1. Want to increase damage, or movement speed, or judgment, or health, or... I guess I know what I'll take. Wait, can I,
Be warned, however. Once a talent is learned, it cannot be unlearned.
Okay. I will take Judgment of the Light. Which is that hammer from the skies, and it will heal for the damage dealt once it lands. It's not that great, but the I think the follow-ups are good. Or wait, this one isn't. The life regen aura is, so I'll go for that. But do I want to go for cool stuff, or do I want to go for stuff that works? The most obvious and working one would be the damage upgrade. There isn't said how much does it increase by, like by plus 20 or what is the amount, so... I don't know. I never use Judgment, so this skill in particular sucks, but you know what I can do? I can always go for the Hammer of Justice, which isn't anyhow good in my opinion either, but I guess that what I'm looking for are the auras. I like the idea of them, and because of that, I'll go and grab not the Hammer of Justice, but the Judgment of Light instead. Alright. Wait, does that mean that I cannot... Now I'm a bit confused. Oh, I thought I could learn all of those, I guess. Oh no! No, not like this. It's like the StarCraft version, you can only choose one per tier. Or I mean only one side of the tree per tier. Oh well. Whatever. I brought this upon myself. Fine. Okay, I guess I'll have to start using the Judgment a lot more often. Hey. Anything to say? No? I guess I'll head off to the next mission then. I think this is where the next mission is, so... Oh, never mind. My bad. Is it over there? Yeah, I'm sorry, my memory of this place is quite bad. Is it over here? Nope, not here either. Okay, it's all the way across. Should have known. Or should have remembered, rather. I tried this door as the first one. Okay, next mission. So I moved from the monastery to a hill overlooking Brill. Is that it?
This time I was awake. It was very vivid. For over a minute in the middle of the warm, sunny day, my breath came out of the chill. One of the priests noticed and dropped to his knees in prayer. No one else heard the voice, though. At least the witness proves that I'm not going insane. Maybe I should ask Langren to pray on the matter. Either way, the light spoke this time with a great deal of urgency. I came away from the vision with a sense of impatience. I will not disappoint. There must be no more delays. We must soon be underway. I have decided to move my command eastward to New Avalon to personally oversee the construction of our fleets. But first, I must salvage what supplies I can from Tirisfal. I have received word that they will run short in King's Harbor, and if more are not acquired quickly, I fear our project will grind to a halt. Besides, I will be damned if I leave the wealth of Lordaeron to be plundered by the wretched forsaken in my absence.
Anyway. I'm recording this a few days later. Because I couldn't finish it before. I tried the mission once and I got angry at my own stupidity that Alright, let me pause and say a few things. My voice is a bit hurt, so I'm not gonna speak as much. And in other words, I have sore throat at the moment, so pardon me if I won't sound as excited or if I won't speak as much. That's thing one. Thing two is that from now on, until the end of this campaign, I'll do my, at the monastery section, I'll pick the units that I think are the best out of these that are offered for upgrades. I'll pick the talents, then go see what is the next mission like. I'll just go play it for like 5 or 10 minutes, then go back to the monastery and pick what might be best for the situation. Not what I think is the best, but what might be the best, because if I were playing at normal difficulty, I'd say, sure, I'll play with whatever I chose, but I'm not playing at normal difficulty, I'm playing at heroic, and enemies have higher health, and I don't know, they're like more intelligent or something along those lines, so I'll just have to make sort of a preparation, right? I will not include that preparation, I will show you the final mission, final version of the mission with unit choices I decided to go with. So for this mission, it still remains Raider Watchman, or Watcher. And you get new units. You get the Myrmidon and the Marksman. Myrmidon is the real combat unit you want to go with, if you choose Raider, because Raider really sucks at combat. And Marksman is... he like has critical strike chance and he has a little bit more health than a Watcher does, but Marksman is like a catapult. He can only attack somewhere between maximum range and half his range. He cannot attack anything near him. I wouldn't mind if he had a dagger, like if he could switch between ranged and melee. That could help somewhat, right? Oh, and he has a critical strike chance. You also get a new building. Like along the standard buildings that you get to see in the first mission, but you do not own them, you get Consecrated Chapel. So this chapel trains priests, and it's different than a normal chapel, because this one revives heroes as long as it's not destroyed. As long as you have at least one of these, you can revive heroes. If you lose it, and then you lose hero, it's game over, and you restart the mission, I think. Alright, now, the objective of this mission is to gather 10,000 gold, 5,000 wood. Both of them are quite hard to come by in this map. Wood not, but wood you gather at ridiculously slow rate. It's not ridiculously slow, but you gather it very slowly. Which is what raiders are good for. Because there are quite a number of buildings in this map that do not belong to you or any allies, and there are no allies in this mission. And second thing is, the Watcher has a very crucial role early on, so that's all I'll say. Oh yeah, and I need more wood to make it work. So let's get one more piece. Oh, it's Watchman, not Watcher. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, if you look at it's best to not spend resources onto raiders at the start. Maybe Watchmen, but I need that wood for an outpost. I'm trying to go for a rush here. You cannot even get increased lumber harvest, so that's why I'm saying that it quite sucks. But anyway, once you upgrade the garrison, which is your barracks, into an outpost, the outpost gets an attack, a sort of an attack. And it becomes like a tower, and it's useful. It's good. Right, so I have 5 of them on the gold mine, which has 8,500 in it. I'll get one more peasant onto wood and show off what you can build. So you can build your main building, right? Then you can build barracks, then a guard tower. But the guard tower is a bit different from your usual guard tower. This guard tower has to be garrisoned. You cannot build it and it won't do its work on its own. Why would you ever want to build such a guard tower that needs trained units inside of it, you may ask? Well, because it has a lot higher damage than your usual guard tower, and the more units you put in, the faster it attacks. It deals like 40 damage per shot. It's pretty good at defending, I can say that much. And then you have your farm. Then there's the barrack. Wait, oh no, this is blacksmith equivalent. Then you have barracks, stables, which allow these outrider units, which is variant of watchman or watcher, to mount. And I haven't tried it, so I don't know if it works or not. Or how it works, to say the least. And then you have a lumber mill, so that's about that for your building things. For buildings. Alright, getting few priests is optional, but it can help you a bit. Now, I was saying that, I'm sorry, I'll just pause every time that I want to talk about something, especially because I'm voice sick, so I cannot talk as fast as I usually do. So the raiders have medium armor, which is sort of okay, but the siege damage is really bad in a fight. The reason why it's bad is because this only works against siege and unarmored, and as funny as it sounds, your enemy in this chapter has only one thing that's unarmored as a unit. So, I mean, and I know that because you get to meet the enemy very early on. Which is not surprising, as Brigitte talks about the enemy being near. Why am I building it there? I can build it just over here, why the fuck not? So that's that. Another thing is that the enemies like to focus, they really do, like to focus down priests and ranged units. They sometimes don't, but they most of the time generally do. This is the Myrmidon. It's pretty good attack, heavy armor, that's the big difference from a raider. Plus 150 health and ability to form a shield wall, which gives all nearby units, including the Myrmidon itself, extra armor. It doesn't help as much to a priest, and here they come. But it's useful. Alright, and I forgot to say that the AI likes to focus down targets that are low on health. Anyone who's low on health, the AI will focus it. Another Myrmidon. Getting a marksman is generally a bad decision, I think. And here is the part where the Watcher... Let me show you why the Watcher is good. I figured this one out. See? So, at this point, Velonara, it's just like with your heroes. Except your heroes need Consecrated Chapel to be revivable. She only needs to turn into a ghost or into a banshee, get back to a graveyard, and she will revive. The way you can do that is nuke her down, or just snipe her with the Watchman, and that's a side quest done. So you know, that's the few things that I got from playing this campaign. Like, this is what you get to know within the first few minutes. It's pretty neat. Because it's generally probably better to leave Watchmen, etc. back at the base. Or I mean, sorry, Raiders. Only Raiders, because the Watchmen are pretty good. And here's one of the gold mines that you find around the map. Some of them are guarded, some of them are unguarded. That's what I got to know throughout the mission. And you shouldn't you see, there are a few skeletons, but you shouldn't bother with those. What you should do is find enemy bases that are around the map and have gold mines near them and capture those before the enemy gets to mine out all the gold in them. And it will happen eventually. It will. Because the AI gathers at the fast rate, like a player, gathers at the 10 per way of the peon to the gold mine and back. So the gold is depleting quite rapidly because the AI also has 5, or I think 4. No, only 3. Only 3 workers on the gold mine, but it still is quite a lot in terms of damage. I mean damage. In terms of gold mined, right? So what you next want to do is kill all the workers, because this base is not a blue base. It's a brown base, and a brown base functions differently than a blue base does. Blue base will actively resist your attempts at destroying it. Brown base doesn't give a fuck. Once you kill all the guards in a brown base is defenseless, and you can send raiders to get the precious resources out of it. Oh, and you also might want to consider building an armory at the early start, which I didn't do, because I went for the early myrmidons, and they're quite good. You see, I'm getting a lot of resources just from these 3 raiders. You don't need to get a mass amount of raiders, you really don't. You just need a bunch of them for these brown bases and you're happy. Alright, so I've secured a gold mine with 6,000 in it. This one has 5,500. So I'm theoretically above the 10,000 which you need, but obviously I will go higher than that because I want to beat the enemy and I don't want to end with my base destroyed. So I'll go up to a 50 supply for the moment. And leave those 3 peasants on the wood for now. See, the AI just doesn't care. It's set on auto work and it will auto work until the end of days. The brown at least. And you still get a bunch of resources. It's like, just for this, I guess it's a barracks, you get 130 gold and like 20 wood or something like that. It's pretty good. And you just have to make sure your raiders don't die. And you're happy. So that's that. Alright, got a few extra watchmen because the piercing damage is very useful. What I could do now is head out of my base, which I will do because this is the only way that the Forsaken will go and attack your base. Speaking of which, here they are. Oh. Whole unit out. Get out. Alright. You gotta get the units that they're trying to focus down out. And if you do, you'll get rewarded for it. And the reward is none of your units die. They do not chase them. They just try to go for them. And if you get that unit away from their attack range, then you're happy. Oh. That was the Banshee. And if you're wondering why did it survive for so long, it's because the Banshees have heavy armor and how was it called? Normal damage type. Which is quite insane and powerful, but like you can deal with it. Sort of. You can. Alright, Raiders getting me extra income. Always nice to have. Now, the upgrade which you probably want to go for is, as I figured out, and this is at this point becoming more of a walkthrough than a gameplay, or I mean let's play, because I found this mission to be very frustrating on higher difficulty. Yep. You probably want to research melee damage and then armor and skip range damage, because your myrmidons are the main damage source. Sure, Watchmen put a nice chunk of damage behind that, but as far as Forsaken are concerned, the Myrmidon is the best unit you can counter them with. I have no upgrades and look, +5 armor. Like, that's really good. That's really good to have. And not only that they're good tanks and that they support your other units, you also they're also your best fighting units.
I am your servant. Right away.
What you got?
Our forces have met the enemy.
Is my
Ah, damn it.
Your honor.
Is someone injured?
Alright, we're gonna go with some losses here.
Right away.
Because...
My aid required.
oh, maybe not.
What ails?
Oh yeah, okay. I will get some losses. But they are... you can outdo them. I mean, undo them. They'll just train a new priest or whatever. What I'm heading for over here is... yeah, I lost another and another. Yeah, the AI is quite fast at training units. What I'm trying to go for here is killing these workers, because here's another gold mine, and all you have to really do is kill the workers, and you don't care after that point. I mean, maybe you do, but still. Yeah, I lost another one, but it's fine, because you see, like, eventually your priests will run out of mana, and the moment they do, they won't get the mana back fast enough. Oh, would you look at that?
Yes, my friend.
Alright, so disable the wall. Oh, there's one tower, but I don't care, sincerely, I don't. Don't mind me, I'm just coming to a... Also, very rarely will the blue AI go and attack your raider groups. So, that's that. Now, what was it? Oh yeah, more priests. Okay, I'll get 2 more. I'm being very slow with what you should be doing, but that doesn't matter, because if you just get Myrmidons, then you're set to go. Because as said, Myrmidons are very good, and if you put a bunch of priests behind them, then you can just smile. You can play and smile and not be frustrated as I was the first time that I played this mission.
Say the word.
Should I mess
Just
someone
excellent.
up? I'll check it out.
Command.
Alright, so if I do all of the shield walls at the moment, Abbendis has +5 armor, this watchman has like +4, and this priest has +3. It's all nice to have.
Do not test my resolve.
You don't need that many priests, you need like only, I don't know,
Yes, my friend.
3.
Is my aid
But
required? Someone injured?
the more you get, the easier it will be for them to heal, because once one of the priests runs out of mana, the second one will start healing if it's on one target. So, you know.
Yes, my friend.
What ails?
Oh dear.
Mess someone
Not like this.
is my aid.
Yeah, you have to be very careful with the priests, but as said, the moment you get priests away from the front line, or if you get the focus unit out of their range, they don't chase, they switch to a different target. Maybe another priest, but still, they switch.
Is someone injured?
Alright. What I do not advise is attacking the Forsaken base, which is over here. And even if you don't watch the video after this point, if you close it off right now, or if the power goes out, you'll know, if you don't kill Velonara, that she'll respawn and yell from somewhere over here, from this part of the map. This is where she has the graveyard. It's not a normal building, it's just a bunch of graves, so... But like, she will tell you, you fucked with me, and you will pay for it. So that's about that. You can go into high upkeep. You will lose 3 gold per every collection cycle. Or I mean
Our
free.
forces have met the enemy.
Is someone injured?
If 5 peasants collect 50 per cycle meaning per one way to the mine and back, on low upkeep you will lose, that's 3 per peasant, you will lose 15 gold if you go into low upkeep. So I advise you to try to stay at low upkeep. You don't have to destroy the blue base.
Is my aid?
It will create trouble for you, and it will limit how much can you explore,
Someone injured?
We are the righteous.
but if you can time your exploration journeys well enough,
Aid required.
And if you get a bunch of priests, which are crucial for your defense capabilities, then you don't have to fear many things.
Yes, my lord. I swear it.
Is someone injured?
Alright, it's also good to,
What ails you?
as you can see, something which I did a few times already,
I am your servant.
get the priests out of the damage range, that's thing one. But what I wanted to...
Of course.
that was close.
Is someone
But what I want to say is...
Our forces have met the enemy.
Oh yeah, here they did go after the group of raiders, but they're called raiders because they're also not the slowest unit in the world, so you can just outrun the Forsaken. These will chase because you're not fighting them back, right? But only to a certain degree. You can just outrun them, send the raiders elsewhere to attack, and they'll regenerate their health in the meanwhile.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Yeah. This is the point in time at which you want to move your peasants and build another enclave and start gathering from another gold mine to fill up your goal.
what ails you?
And at the same time, you kind of want to go around the map, scout like stuff, and find buildings to gather resources from with the raiders. As funny as it may sound, or I mean, as counterproductive as it may sound, researching the melee damage upgrade might counterfeit your pillage, because that means the building gets destroyed faster, and the raiders don't have as much damage to give you more than one resource per attack on the building. So, sometimes they might, but a lot of the time they won't.
Do not test my resolve.
But again, the melee upgrade increases... oh, and this Myrmidon has 4 armor.
Your honor.
But once again, the
Command me.
melee upgrade will benefit the Myrmidons,
For the
and
king.
very nicely it will. Oh, would you look at that? 6 armor. I mean 10 armor.
Command
Yes,
me.
my
If I put a priest in somewhere close to that, priest now has 7 armors.
I am
Like,
your
it doesn't matter if
servant.
priest has 20% or 30% reduction, because it's still unarmored, and the how are they called? The archers and the apothecaries will still murder the priests. But still, like, you get a nice armor jump if your priests ever get close to the Myrmidons to heal them, because they have short healing range, so it's nice. It's nice to have. It definitely is.
Is someone injured?
Speaking of nice things,
Your honor. Command me.
Do not test my resolve.
alright, this watchman is dead. I fucked up. Yeah.
Aid required. Is someone injured?
Oh,
Yes, my friend.
Right away.
yeah, I fucked up again. See, you have to be not sleeping like I was at the moment, because I ran into the Forsaken. But this is good, because this means that I can go and theoretically scout, although I shouldn't do that. Not until the Enclave is built.
My aid required.
I will not fall.
You can also stick your nose into the undead base,
Yes,
but that is not recommended. At least not until you have 10,000 gold and
Yes, my lord.
you know you can afford to attack the base. Oh, and one extra thing, the Banshees still have possession. So if you by some miracle manage to get Banshee's health very low without allowing her to use any spells, she might attempt to possess one of the Myrmidons or just any unit that's nearby. Oh, and they're immune to magic. Automatically, they cannot... I don't think they can cast anti-magic show, which is why they, and only they, are immune, because they don't have any ranks. They're basically the equivalent of Myrmidon,
Righteous.
is someone injured?
Press on.
but
Is my
uh,
aid required?
Rise above.
they're still very annoying. Because, like, priests cannot attack them, and priests are obviously great against heavy armor because they deal increased damage, etc, etc.
I swear it.
Right, where are the raiders? Here they are. I'm gonna send them down here. Here.
Yes, my friend.
Do not test my resolve.
I'm gonna attempt to stall out the Forsaken for a while.
Is someone injured?
Ah dear, the
I am
priests.
your servant.
Adventurous. He has a lot of mana and he wants to die. Alright, this is Apothecary, one of the
What ails
pretty strong undead units.
you? Of course. Yes, my lord.
I think I might want to stick my nose into the base, after all.
My aid required.
Because they keep sending out units to attack me right after they train them, so... Oh, the Apothecary has Death Coil as a normal spell,
Is someone injured? What ails
so that's pretty neat.
Say the word.
And aside from that, the Apothecary has also Banish, as you can see, so...
Yes, my lord. What ails
Heal yourself, you fool!
you? Right away.
You don't want to die, do you?
Is my aid.
Alright, come here with that Plague Wagon, I think that's the name of it, at least. It can be quite devastating for your backline if you group them all up. But if you spread them out or if you keep moving with them, then the effectivity of that Plague Wagon is close to 0. Or virtually at least close to 0.
What ails you?
Once you get the required wood, it then just turns into a waiting process for the wood. Because the wood gathering is the only problem after that.
My aid required.
Since you cannot boost it up, and the only other way to boost it up is raiders, but most of the undead bases are with defenses, so... Still, the best scenario for you is if enemies attack Brigitte, since she has that 400 health self-heal, which is very handy and effective. Get the units close, then turn on the shield wall, and you can just laugh at the amount of damage that the towers and archers deal to Myrmidons. You cannot laugh at the amount of damage that they will deal to your priests, but if you're clever enough, you'll get... And if you don't get blocked by fellow Myrmidons, you can get these units away from fight soon enough so that they don't die. Yeah, so see, one of the Banshees possessed. That's a very effective way to counter the how are they called? The Myrmidons, so you should watch out about that. Also, it's good enough to just build farms to get to 50 food, because eventually you will build more main buildings, and those provide food as well. So that's another way. It's like the more mines you mine out, the more supply you will have available, and eventually you can afford to go up to 70 supply. Don't mine anything, destroy this base, then kill units that are above 50 supply, your own units I mean, and mine out the rest that you need. It's like, you have to be resource efficient, and this is one of the ways to do it. Even though it maybe doesn't sound like it. Alright, since you have a bunch of Myrmidons to defend, you can afford to send Brigitte away with the raiders to explore the other half of the map that's available and is not just a bunch of forest trees. Because there are, even though this is Forsaken land, you can see all the ruins of destroyed buildings, etc. around. There are still Scourge remnants, there are still bits of Scourge here and there, but they are not active, so unless you stick your foot into their base, they're not gonna go after you. And even if you stick a foot into their base, they're not gonna do much, because they don't have a base, they just have a bunch of buildings, and those buildings are a nice target for guess who. So, Brigitte can kill all of these Scourge remnants that are over here by herself, but bringing in these raiders will speed up the process, and especially will speed up the amount of gold, because they will obviously apply pillage to the buildings. Of course, the Scourge Bone Chimes work for your Myrmidons very well, So that's another thing to take in account.
Command me.
We are the righteous.
Oh, and you should probably kill the other necromancer as fast as you can before you kill anything else that leaves a corpse behind.
Do not test my resolve.
Once again, the necromancer is an unarmored target, but
Then come.
Forsaken don't use necromancers because they're Forsaken,
Light and fury.
and the Scourge has only 2 of them, I think, or 3 of them on the whole map, so
No fear.
you know, that's that.
Say the word.
See, the raiders regenerated from the last time that I used them and they got into a fight, so I can now use them to help. I don't use Judgment very often, so I might as well. Yep,
Absolutely.
let's get back into the base, and
Absolutely.
Someone injured. Yes, but what ails you?
Right away. Command me.
alright, just a moment, I'll have to focus to not lose any units, if I can. Yeah, the apothecaries are very aggressive, because they tend to use the, it's not called Death Coil. It's called something like Draught of Living Death, or it's basically a potion, because of course it's an apothecary, but it's still basically a Death Coil. I hope I didn't, no I didn't. Wait,
Will not falter.
oh, she has been, that's what I didn't want happening.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Oh well.
Is someone injured?
See, I didn't lose anyone, and the priests will get mana in time, etc, etc. So that's one effective way to do it without towers. But you have to keep some units as a defense. The other way to do it is just by building towers, and they're not cheap. They're more expensive. And they don't have much more health than your regular guard tower does, so they also have heavy armor, they don't have fortify. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Press on.
Some of the Scourge buildings in this area drop things such as tomes or whatever.
Do not test my resolve.
I mean resources, etc. It's good to just go out and explore in between the attacks. So that's that.
My lord. I swear it.
Right now what remains, and I will surely hit 10,000 gold, is to get 2,500 wood, which will take a while, but I can spend that
Press on.
time by attacking the blue base, maybe, because I still have a gold mine with a lot of supply in it.
Onward.
Yep,
Our gold mine is running.
yep, now we have to finish logging. Wait, do I have... I do not have voiceover audio disabled. I wonder why didn't Brigitte talk, but whatever. Oh yeah, here's the other necromancer. Come here, you ass. What you should do is position the raiders farther away from the skeletons, so they don't try to aim them down.
Is someone injured?
Alright, so now I guess you are free to spend your gold however you wish. Although I haven't tried it, so... But I might as well, right? There's another gold mine waiting for me, so I'll just... Ah!
Your honor.
Oh, I see why it's not voiced over. Because it could become a... It could start to hurt your ears after a while of hearing it over and over. I see.
I will not falter.
Alright, you stay over there. So you have to keep above 10,000. I can still afford to get some stuff though, so I will eventually.
Absolutely.
Alright, break up the formation. You know, these barricades are counterfeiting my defense strategy, but what I really should be doing is fighting by the outpost, because it will support my units.
What ails you?
Your honor.
So that's that.
I swear it.
Is someone injured?
Do not test my resolve.
Alright. What did I get? Scroll of Mana. No thanks.
Onward.
Yes, my liege.
So as said, you don't have to attack that base at all.
What ails you?
And I'll show you one more thing that I need to clear up for raiders.
Yes, my liege.
There's one more base hidden east of here. I mean, east of the graveyard that I just destroyed. And it has a lot of buildings in it as well. It is a gold mine too, and the gold mine starts at, I think, 12,000. But it's the hardest to get to because A, there are these Scourge units in the area. There's not many of them, but they can deal some damage. B, if you go around, you might encounter Forsaken who will intercept you. And C, it has the most units defending it.
Is someone tired? For the king.
So, you know.
What ails you? Be gone, spawn of darkness.
I didn't bring the units close enough so they didn't aggro. So I'll have to solve it else how.
At once.
Yeah, obviously Brigitte is very good at clearing out buildings.
Yes, my lord. What ails you? Is someone
Oh, and would you look at that? Nearly all of my Myrmidons banished. Oh! Oh, sorry, I guess I was wrong. Banshees have banished. Should have guessed, right?
my aid required? Of course. As you wish.
Or was I wrong? Does it have the least amount of units defending? I don't know. It just has some amount of units defending it, and I can't do it. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna have.
Say the word.
Alright, Brigitte. You're off to the rescue. You know, I don't need a barracks anymore because I trust my defense and micro skills. But I think that I will still have to defend my base, so because I need these peasants on the wood, so that's that. Let's go for another gold mine.
What ails you?
Yeah, they won't refocus if they target onto something. And you obviously cannot move a building away, so unless you're elf, and if I'm not mistaken, this campaign is about Scarlet Crusade, not Cenarian Circle or Emerald Crusade, as you could call it.
What ails you?
Oh dear, the priests.
As you wish.
The suicidal
I
priests.
am your servant.
My favorite.
What ails you?
Oh, I couldn't... Yeah, I didn't break the formation on that one.
Of course. Right away. Of course. You need.
Yeah, the raiders will do a lot of stuff in the meantime.
My aid required. Yes, my lord. I am your servant.
Yeah, I didn't... I lost only one,
Is my aid
so... And that's that. And now you basically just... Oh, I should set those to gather wood over there. What a dumbass I am. Oh, and yeah, I've nearly forgot. Thanks to the worker for reminding me. AI will, sometimes, especially when it depletes a gold mine, so if there's a worker repairing, that means that the gold mine is done. See, 3 of them and 1 is repairing. The AI will occasionally go and repair the buildings. And you can this way farm a lot of stuff, especially if you destroy all the buildings around and head for the main one. Because it rewards the most resources per hit, 2 gold, 1 wood. While this rewards 1 gold and 1 wood per like 3 hits.
Say the word.
And the more workers are left without work, the more they will repair. And eventually you can just break the objective. Here is the amusing to watch part where I just wait to get that 5,000 wood, and that's it. There's still that gold mine with 6,000, 2,000, and here's only 600 gold, so...
Say the word.
But you know, what I can do is, once it gets close enough to being destroyed, I can do just this. I mean, this. They'll repair it to 1,500 again, and I can... Because now it's not about gold for me anymore, so I don't consider this a bug abuse. Because I'm getting just wood out of it, and
On my way.
as far as I can tell, and as far as my eyes can see, there's more than enough trees on the map to get that 5,000 wood, but I'm just lazy and don't want to use a cheat now, and I don't want to wait for my workers to gather it, so I'll try to artificially speed it up. Of course, this is not being time friendly, so what I should do is build another lumber mill, because I have enough gold over here. but since, as I said, I'm lazy, I won't do that. I'll just micro the crap out of the town hall. Right, only 800 left. And overall, this has been a pretty good approach to the mission, in my opinion. It's just like, I think that on heroic difficulty, or basically on any other difficulty than normal, you have to find a way to make use of the little things, right? Like in Mission 1, the little thing was Ensnare Watchman. It was invaluable. In here, in Mission 2, it's Raiders Pillage, and Priests, and Microing, right? I don't know what will it be in Chapter 3, but it's like if you find that little thing which can sort of break the mission, then you can consider yourself a winner. And I actually talked more than I intended to, but I guess that means that my voice is getting better. But my throat is still sore, so... Alright, there's only 500 wood left. I would use a cheat to get that last 500, because, as said, that would save up time. But I think there might be some sort of trigger that will break if I use a cheat, so... I'll just do this. Oh, and it seems that the Forsaken gave up on attacks since the moment that I got 10,000 gold. But hey, there was one attack that came to attack. Yeah, but that attack could have departed before I got the 10,000, so... 300 left. Oh, and if you wonder why I haven't sent any raiders against the towers, then I'll tell you that the towers have heavy armor, and raiders suck against heavy armor, so... Because they have siege attack. So any other variant of the soldier would have been, even a conscript would have been a lot better against towers, which is why I decided to get Myrmidons. But after all, Myrmidon is a very solid choice and has a lot of armor even on the first upgrade. Upgrade rank, I mean. Alright, now I'll just destroy it. And leave them up to their fate. They're undead, they'll find something to do. And only 31 wood left. If those horses are tied to a tree or to this pole, the stonemasons might end up cutting down the pole as well because it's made out of wood. Here we go, taking our due.
This kingdom shall fall, and from the ashes shall arise a new order that will shake the very foundations of the world.
If you wonder why was that sound played, it's because that was it's now called Undercity, the Lordaeron capital palace.